Alright. So, hey, what's happening, people? Welcome to Marvel Rivals. Amber left because she's worried about a lecture, and a lecture is coming. So, the channel dropped below 500 views. That means no one on the channel for the past hour was watching anything on the channel. To prevent this kind of stuff from happening, like in streams being delayed for 45 minutes, you guys can easily watch the Shorts playlist. You can ask a mod for it. That way we can keep the views as close to 1,000 as possible, because a new stream will get the channel back up to 1,000 views. You guys did great on the emergency short. It's at 175 views. 100 views on the short was required to get the views up to stabilize the channel, because we will not be paid for anything under 1,000 views. And that has to do with the entire channel as well. And the channel does dip below 1,000 from the hours of 2 in the morning until like 7 in the morning when the YouTube short goes up at 8. So it was terrifying that the fact that the channel was this low for 3 frickin' o'clock. So you guys did good. Right now you have a unique opportunity because the new YouTube short did go up. The views on that will be counted for the next hour and 50 minutes, so watch that short as much as possible. I want to see 400 to 500 views on that short by the end of the stream. So we need to get as many views as possible because we've got 2 hours to make up. Okay? So anyway, I'll be playing with you guys. The musical interlude will be cut out. So, lecture's over. Amber ran away. Amber's back.
Is it safer? Is it safe?
I had to plug in my phone. Anyway, welcome to the Psylocke Showcase. How's everybody doing? Link is being chill. Alright, so mods in the chat. Make sure you guys push the new emergency short that went up. So we can get as many views as possible.
And another thing is, like, whenever we're running the music, like, whenever it's running, like, when people are like, oh, when are they going to start and stuff, whenever it's running, whether in the middle of the stream, at the beginning of the stream, you know that we're running the music to try to get the views up. That's the only reason we run the music.
Yep.
So, if we have to wait an hour and a half, 4 hours to start the stream, whatever, we cannot start it until the music. So instead of just waiting for the stream to start with the music running, you can just go to our channel page and watch the shorts. Because, you know, if you're waiting for the stream to start, our streams cannot continue without our support from our viewers. If you guys want the stream to start, the only way that can happen is you go watch our shorts. We're not asking for much. It only takes 30 seconds to watch our shorts. And if you guys wait in the chat and talk amongst yourselves for half an hour waiting for the stream to start, the stream will never start, because the half an hour will turn into an hour, and the hour will turn into an hour and a half, and that may turn into 3 hours. And that whole time, it's in danger of our channel dying. Like, if it goes beyond 15 minutes of the music, we're actually in trouble. Like, if it goes, even if it goes past 5 minutes, we're in trouble. So every time you see the music going for a long time, we're the ones waiting for people to watch the shorts. You guys aren't waiting for us, we're waiting for you guys to watch them.
So anyway, lecture over. Keep watching the shorts, guys and gals, and everything will be golden. But no, we can't keep a stream like with the music going for 3 hours, because the stream only counts for 2 hours of views. Anything past that, it doesn't count. That's why we push shorts like after 2 hours and 20 minutes on a stream, is because the views have already been counted. There's nothing more you can do. How do I change my character? Oh, I have to change my hero here. So we're doing Psylocke.
MTO, do you not have the newsletter? Our newsletter is Kwingsletsplays.com.
Is he asking about Mai again?
If you have the newsletter, then you'll know all of our streams and videos every day.
Yep, Mai's tonight.
But yeah, try to join our newsletter, because we usually don't answer a lot of questions, but yeah, Maya's tonight, but it's also on our newsletter.
Yep, join our newsletter.
Thank you for being a member, though,
if you have any questions about content that is happening today over the next 12 hours, or kind of 12 hours, you have at least 3 live streams that are scheduled. Just go to Kwingsletsplays.com. You can click the link in the description. It'll take you to our free newsletter, which we write every day.
it only, whatever reason you guys have for not watching the shorts, like Vic just said, it's very easy to watch a short.
Yep.
Like, literally telling us all the reasons why you can't watch a short is just, you know, I don't want to start erasing all those reasons, because it's making it like you guys can say, oh, well, I couldn't watch them because of this. But in reality, everyone could have watched them. There's no reason that someone doesn't have 30 seconds.
Okay. That's cool that you're new to the channel, MTO. The channel is shadow banned, so we have to work harder than any other content creator on YouTube just to keep our channel stable.
Thank you for being a member, and we appreciate it very much.
You being a member is awesome.
Yeah, so we're happy to tell you, and you know, and you know, we're happy to let you know what's going on tonight, and we appreciate your helping the channel tremendously. But just so you guys know, like, if even like, well, maybe if everyone here did become a member, I guess we would be all right.
Yeah, if every single person here became a member,
every person here became a member, we would be fine. But
well, YouTube could take away all our views if like every single person became a member.
You know that if everyone became a member, but then no one watched any videos, you know, you would see a tremendous decrease in videos, and you know, it wouldn't. I mean, they would hardly be able to see any views on them. They'd be like. It wouldn't
matter
like
if you had 600 people become members. You could get 1 view a day and still get paid. So it wouldn't matter.
So yeah, so for our members, we're willing to do anything, because you guys are the ones that are keeping the channel on the air. So thank you, MTO. Oops. But for those of you guys who cannot be members, please watch the shorts. Like Vic said, you know, it's not that hard. And I know you guys are able to spend your money on other things that you enjoy.
Andy, lecture over.
Like, you know, coffee and everything. But just so you know, like, our channel runs on actual, like, we have to pay the internet bill and everything else to keep it going. So it doesn't run on, like, charity. You have to watch the shorts or the channel will die.
Okay. No more lecture. I said lecture's over. Alright, where's Amber? Need to get Amber in the game.
Yeah, I understand you guys watch the shorts, but people have to be continually watching
Amber,
them.
I said lecture over.
I know, but you can't just... Okay, one time is alright, but just so you know, if everyone just watches it one time, our channel will probably die. Like, people have to watch them every day, or our channel will die.
You're beating a dead horse.
No, I'm not,
yes, we are, because I already explained everything.
They think they can just watch once every week or something.
Then because you don't describe it very well, then I'll do it again. This is the last time I'm bringing it up. So all you guys have to do, the shorts playlist is on the channel. You can ask a mod for it. While you're waiting for a stream to start, you can watch that. When we put a short link, I just woke up, in the chat, just click it. That's it. Okay? No need for extended lectures. No. If you have any problems, ask a mod. Very simple. This channel is shadow banned. We have to do whatever is possible outside of killing someone to get the channel to work. So just click the link. It's that simple. Okay? Anyway, it's go time. No more discussion on this. There will be a shorts link that will be posted in the thing over the next hour and 50 minutes. Mods, I need you to push the Lazy Thursday short for the remainder of the stream. Because we need to get as many views on that as possible, because it's brand spanking new. It's known as a new view. But we only have a limited time for it to work.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Team 1. Yes, mine Street Fighter 6 is a lot of fun. Alright, where is Psylocke? Psylocke. There she is.
My order just... It appears some timelines feature a very different version of me.
But as always, lucky shall prevail.
Good. That's hard work.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
If we want to cannot say we're going to need our most brilliant minds on the case.
Between you and Tony, I think you've got that part covered.
Actually, I was
There
hoping
you go. So you guys are almost at 300 views on the new short. Keep it up. All you have to do is click the link whenever we post the link. Boom. It's that simple. Especially if you guys aren't playing a match. like I said, that short has a unique ability over the next hour and 50 minutes. I don't know why the cutoff is an hour and 50. That's what the data says. So we can get as many things as possible on that short, which will help the 4 o'clock hour and all this other stuff.
Go! There's a tree to sing!
Yay, Psylocke. M. Bison Psylocke. What is that? Is that the enemy? No.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
How is the one? High. Bring it down just a little bit. Okay. He can throw a bomb at me? Aha! A lot of good that did. Ah, good times. And people were asking about Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves hasn't moved in terms of viewership from 4 days ago. So if you guys want more Wuthering Waves, you have until Saturday. You're at 945 views. So math, I think you need like 50 or 60 views in order to get another stream, like the weekend or something. I think that's where you are.
Well, actually, this morning it said it was at 9:12.
What? They took that many away? The heck, you
What do you mean? No, they added it. What are you talking about? You said you're at 9:40. We were at 9:12.
No, you have to check the real time on the video
I did
itself.
check the real time. You said it said 9:12 this morning. I even made posts on it.
Okay. Well,
That means that they've added 33 views since this morning. People have watched it 33 times.
okay, well, you always click the last 7 days, and it tells you how many views in total. It has
Yeah,
954.
I know how to do that. I
Okay.
can go over. Well, it has 954 now. This morning it said 912.
Okay, great. So they only need 50 more views then.
Right?
Awesome.
I don't understand what your question is.
I don't.
You said that it hasn't added any views at all. People have watched it 33 times today.
Yeah.
Behind
Good.
schedule.
Oh. Oh. Darn. Okay, great. So you guys only need 50 views then, and you're all set.
Well, I mean, you have people, they were watching like crazy today, and you just said it hasn't moved at all.
All right, so I apologize. I'm very tense for what happened today, okay? Incredibly tense. I almost had to cancel all my streams and just ran music all day. It was very bad.
Dangerous again.
This is like when I was away from my grandma's funeral, except it was worse somehow.
I just got the
I know that. I'm not mad at you.
Right, time to get my web on.
You already told me why you couldn't stream. I didn't know that.
It has nothing to do with not streaming. I would have streamed this morning. I had to sit there and share everything this morning.
I know.
And get the views up this morning. I got the views up. I've been working on the channel from 5 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. And then I left thinking that the channel would be okay for an hour.
I know. Alright guys, keep watching the cat short.
If I streamed today when the channel was at very low views, 700. If I streamed then it would get even worse. I have to deal with this every day.
There you go, got that fool. Alright!
I assumed you were just gonna stream without the views at 1,000, which is what I do every day.
Nope.
I don't have anything to say.
Hey, don't say anything. Just...
I didn't want to. I had to back you up.
Oh.
Double kill!
Yeah, you guys can also watch the shorts when it's not streaming. Don't have to just watch them during our streaming hours, because our views plummet overnight. We're paid based on our overall views over the week. So if you even watch it at 3 in the morning, it helps. You don't, like people are always saying, I have work or school during the day. You can watch the shorts anytime. You can go share them on our Facebook group. You can there's so many things you can do. Even going and liking one of our posts on our Facebook group takes 1 second. It doesn't take hours and hours.
Let's move on.
It takes hours and hours for one person to do the work of 500,000 people. I would know.
I have reawakened.
Oh, Blake, we have the code. You'll get it later today. I have the Donkey Kong card right next to me. Amber went and got it today. You'll get your code sometime this evening, okay?
Yeah, and the lady at who I bought it from, I'm never going through the line there. She almost took my card.
She almost took the card that you bought?
Yeah, she wasn't gonna put it in the bag after I paid for it.
Oh my gosh.
She goes, well, the code is on the receipt. It's
No,
like,
it's not.
That's the confirmation code that I bought it. And then, like, and she didn't even speak English. It was so horrifying. I had to pay all that money. She wasn't gonna put it, and I had to physically take the card. And I said I would still like this in my bag, please.
You have the receipt, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It just says downloaded code is
Luke,
printed on receipt.
The receipt is right over there.
Okay. Good. Because they did change it.
I'm sorry that I am not familiar with Target's business practices. I guess I'll go back to school, to business school, and learn everything about Target and become an employee of Target for 7 years so that I can be intimately aware of their practices.
The last time we bought a card from them, it did have the code on the back. So they did this recently, maybe because of theft or something, I don't know. Because the code used to be a scratch thingy.
I know. Oh, people probably did steal them.
People probably stole them, yeah, because, you know, wouldn't take much to get them.
You wouldn't even have to pay for it. The code is already written on it.
The code is on the back. You could even scratch it off at the thing and write it down. Take a picture of it on your phone. So, yeah, they changed their policy.
Well, no wonder I was getting upset because I thought she was taking my code.
No, she wasn't taking your code. Like, you know.
Then how would I know?
Well, now you know. Like, but I'm just surprised that Amazon has stopped doing the codes. Like, what's their excuse? It's Amazon, for crying out loud.
Well, they can't do everything. Amazon isn't bad.
I never said that. I'm just saying that Amazon has always had digital cards, though.
I know, but they're doing so much. People are always like ordering. They're doing so much more now than ever before. People are ordering now. They have a new thing where, I mean, they didn't even used to have that for Amazon. Where now you can get it now instead of like, if you order more than $25 worth of stuff, then you can get it by 4 in the morning the same day you order it. They've got to be overly worked here. I'm trying not to get too much stress on my Amazon drivers. I feel like they're overly worked.
Well, I tried.
They even had I thought they had a protest with Amazon. I thought they had a strike. I thought they had an Amazon strike at some point. But just so you guys know, I don't know why Luke mentioned we can get the code, we can buy the code when we get paid, but we didn't say when we would get it to the person. So it usually takes a week or so to get it to the person because we have a lot of things that we have to do behind the scenes. So, and I cannot, just because Luke says that, I'm gonna,
Blake is getting upset.
I don't understand why. What? I don't understand why. I can't even see the chat. I don't understand why.
Use this code.
What?
Okay, so there's the code. The code is right there.
I don't understand what did I say? What do you mean?
One second. Alright, Blake, don't worry about it. We're just not going to talk about your thing anymore, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. Alright, so we're going to do the, what is this? That's Lord Draken? Okay. Alright, so our next team is going to be starting in just a little bit. Good job watching the YouTube short, guys. You're doing great. Let's keep it up. I think you're over 300 views for the short. Yep. So after 36 minutes, you guys were able to get 330 new views into the channel. That's fantastic. Fantastic. So we're going to keep that momentum going over the next hour, okay? And then when Monster Hunter starts at 6 o'clock, everything should be stabilized for a while. But probably have to be another YouTube short later tonight. Alright, let's see what I did. Oh, okay, so I got that thing. Triple! Ooh, if I got that guy, that would have been a quad. Did I get him? Whoa! 4! 5! Cool! I've never gotten 5 kills at once before. And I still didn't manage SVP? Who got SVP? Who's that guy? That's nobody on our team. Wait. Wait, that is somebody on our team.
It's High Howler.
That's High Howler? Okay.
Show about werewolves.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's a show about werewolves in the UK, and he's a fan of it, so that's why he calls himself High Howler.
That's neat.
Yeah,
So this, who's
cool.
this? This is nobody, right?
That's nobody.
That's nobody. Okay, this is Spidey. Spidey's back to playing the Spidey. Okay, I need to switch Monster Hunter with Street Fighter. Okay, thank you, Jotaro. The beta doesn't start until tonight at 10. Wow. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the heads up. I can easily do that.
Was there a beta for Xbox?
We can check. We can check.
We can't play online. It's not crossplay on the beta because it was. Monster Hunter Rise was crossplay. Beta. Because you didn't have mine set up, you had to play with random viewers for the beta. You didn't play with me.
I know. So we're gonna swap.
I'm right here. I occasionally play.
I know that. 6:30. Okay, so mine will be at 6:30 now.
Well, actually, that makes more sense. So that lady was telling the truth. I thought.
You had no way of knowing.
Well, she said to me, like, she goes, "Is this the first time you've gotten a code?" And I'm thinking, like, no, like, these codes all the time. And I'm thinking, like, I mean, I kind of, like, did the Viking thing, and I just took the card and put it, because she didn't put it in the bag. So then I put it in the bag, and she looked at me weird. And I was like, I just need this card since I paid for it. And she's like, it's on the receipt. And I was like, okay. And I'm thinking, like, you're crazy. Like, it's not on the receipt. Like, what planet are you from? I didn't say that, but I was thinking, like, I don't think so.
No, it says...
But she didn't care if I put it in. She's like, you can put it in the bag. It doesn't matter. She's like, you don't need it, though.
The Zelda one says the same thing. Download code printed on the receipt.
Well, that's weird because I didn't... So they gave me that in the bag. Well, from now on, I'm just... I always send a picture of the card to people. I always send that picture. The picture that I got.
Yeah.
It has a picture of the game.
It does have a picture
But that's
of the game.
professional. I don't like sending just a code from a receipt. It's weird.
Okay. Anyway, that was it for this team. Let's get the new team in. Okay, guys, so Monster Hunter and Street Fighter have swapped time zones. What do you call it? Swapped, schedules? I don't know. Okay, new team.
Yep.
It's a global all-platform time, requires the servers to activate. Do you know if it's on Xbox as well, or...?
Does anyone know if it's on Xbox? Because I have an Xbox.
Yep, Amber has an Xbox, and she'll want to take a nap during mine, and then she'll get to play.
That's fine, since you'll be saying things about her.
I'm not going to say anything about mine. Let's see.
I don't care. It doesn't even matter.
Do Jotaro. Did I do Mrs. K-Wing already? Yes. Okay. Orion, we kicked you out last time. And who's this person? Lord Mamma Mia?
Honestly, like, some of these characters are curvier than mine in this game, to be completely honest. Just saying. Ugh.
Right.
Well, maybe nobody's really curvier than mine.
No.
But some of these characters are pretty close.
Okay. This is 1 hour, 12 minutes.
So I thought this morning, that they, yeah, I don't know. I thought that they put salt all over the back of our, porch.
Huh?
I thought they put salt all over the back of our porch. It looked like they put salt everywhere. But they didn't. It was sleet.
Oh.
It was ice rain last night.
What happened to the big storm that was supposed to come? Did it already come?
And
You'll need a
I don't know.
top-notch
I've
team
had
to
a
win
few
this
people
one.
like say on like
My
videos
overture
like
sharp.
and stuff
My mind is
that are
sharper.
new and stuff like, oh, I feel like I'm not doing much for the channel and I'm a failure and stuff. Just so you know, you guys, it's not you. It's YouTube is literally taking our views. They're stealing them every day and they're making it so we can't. It said a few days ago, it said we had 34,000 views on Tuesday. Now it says we only had 30,000. They took away 4,000 views. They do that all the time to us. And that's always money. They're taking away money all the time. So we earn the money,
30 seconds
and then they
before
go
you
back and
attack.
reevaluate
Get
it, and then they
ready.
go steal it again. And then I haven't been able to call my brother in 2.5 weeks because every time I try to take a half an hour to call him, the views plummet, and I have to go share a bunch of stuff on Facebook. I have to do a bunch of end cards. I have to go and redo like a bunch of ads on videos and try to replay like a feature different video and do everything I can to get the views up, and it never ends. Even if I wake up at 5 in the morning to try to read before work, I can't read because as soon as I see that I'm up, the views are plummeting and I can't do anything. I have to go and work. So it's not. You guys aren't failures. It's YouTube that's failing to pay us for our job. You guys are helping the channel to stay on the air. You guys aren't doing anything wrong. It's very hard every day.
Alright guys, so we need to get to the likes up. The likes are still at 94. We've passed the hour mark, so let's try to get the likes up to 100 for Psylocke. And good job watching the short, people. Keep at it. We've got another hour left on the short, I believe.
Just so you know, I was nice to that lady. Even though I left thinking like she was trying to take my card.
I never said you weren't nice.
I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said I should have listened to you in the first place. And then when I left, I was thinking, she's crazy. And then when you just showed me now, I was like, oh, all right. I guess I was wrong.
That had to be a very interesting point of view from that poor lady.
Well,
I
I didn't think that she knew what she was doing because she literally didn't speak a word of English, so that was making me very scared that she couldn't read the receipt, and I was very terrified because I really didn't want to spend money on that when I wasn't going to get my code.
Yeah, so I think what happened was, because those things used to be inside glass, if I remember correctly, and the code was printed on the back, so probably what people were doing is, as they were going to checkout, they were, they had it with them, and then they snapped a picture of it on their phone, and then they put the card down.
And then they were like, I decided not to get this after all.
Yeah, I'm not getting this for little Jimmy, and little Jimmy already has the code.
And
Yeah.
then when people purchased it, they would purchase one that someone already took the code from.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's those evil people. Why would they do that?
I mean, if you make it easy for people to steal stuff, people aren't inherently good.
Yeah, but people should be afraid of stealing, then they go to jail.
Link, don't put your tail in my face! Gross. Darn it.
Just what the doctor
I can't even get there.
My
Linky, don't go back there.
Heroes without Iron Man.
Do not go back there, Linky.
Well, it just goes to show that even if somebody doesn't, that lady was very good at her job and she knew exactly what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was ignorant. I didn't understand that.
No. I mean, you've bought codes from there before. There used to be codes on the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just used to it being different.
Mm-hmm.
Really, what I didn't want to do is I didn't want to drive all the way back there.
Linky!
Too late.
Linky!
My hunt continues.
Linky, I don't like you doing whatever that is. You're hitting me with your tail on the back of the head.
Yeah, sorry guys. This week has been frustrating. Like, we've had our cat sick. I had to go get cat medicine today, so it wasn't just... I had to do several things today on errands. So when I was out, I had to...
Link!
Link, what are you doing? Get
Do not go back there.
off.
Here they come now.
Get off.
It's your wings.
There's nothing even back there.
Yeah, he's just doing it because he's demented.
My luck. We need to finish this
Demented
now.
freak.
Farewell.
Holy possessed.
No. Why they attack me?
But yeah, I had to be out to do errands too.
Invisible? I don't give up so easy.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Wait, did we win or lose?
Well, you can't.
Well, next time I'll just delay your stream when I get home. That way I'll keep the views up before your next stream. That's all I can do, I guess.
Come on, guys. The short is getting kind of, not really watched anymore. We have, less than an hour left to get as many views on that short as possible. It was good in the beginning, but we gotta keep going. And the likes have to go up past 100 for the stream to do well, too. Alright, so this is Jotaro.
Bombs away.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you do a full team or not, because tryhards are everywhere, huh?
Well, I think they're not as much in the morning. So if you did a stream at 10 o'clock, they probably wouldn't be here as much. But I do think a five-person team does have a better thing.
It's your wings.
Okay, so that was Orion? Or was that me? This is Orion.
Thank you. Thanks for the help, Wayne. And thanks, Mason went back last night and watched, like 6 or 7 Disney Infinity versus 20-minute episodes and put a really detailed comment on all of them. So that really helps out a lot, actually. 'Cause, it really does help when you write a thoughtful comment about something about the video, because otherwise, like, if it doesn't matter if we have a few comments that are like, oh, great stream and stuff, it's not too bad. But sometimes when we have a lot of those, YouTube might like look at that and be like, oh, I don't feel like these are real comments. So yeah, it really helps writing a thoughtful comment. Anything you guys can do can help. The main problem is our videos are supposed to be being seen continually. You guys are doing a great job because some of our videos are being watched again a little tiny bit, such as the all cutscenes Spy X Family video seems to be watched every day now without anyone pushing it. So I don't know if it's becoming in the search engine or what, but
the people who watched the Spy Family thing were actually Spy Family people who came off the internet. Oh, there was some type of announcement with Spy Family about 3 weeks ago. So
that seems to
people
be
were
going
searching.
hacking.
They were searching online for Spy Family stuff, and they found us.
Also, Lego Marvel Avengers Part 1. I've noticed that people are actually watching that video again. So there is hope this channel could get back in the search engine. If we got back in the search engine, then you know, we wouldn't be having to ask people all the time because it would be popping up in random people's feeds, and 1 out of 3 of those people would always be clicking on the videos. So you guys wouldn't have to force yourselves to watch it because random people would be watching it all the time. So
Well, the short says it's 100 views for you. For us, we have what's known as real-time data. So on our dashboard, it says in the past 52 minutes, 425 people or 425 views have been counted for the short. So we're almost at 500 already for the short. We just need to keep going because, like I said, a new short only has about like an hour and 50 minutes to about 2 hours of growth time that it's allowed to actually help your hourly views. After that, the only other way it could really help is if it like got an immense amount of views. Like if the short somehow magically got like 500 more views that hour 3, then it's going to count those views. But if it just gets a few, it's not really going to put a dent in the hourly. It's a weird system. It's a broken system, but basically we're taking advantage of the system for, you know, to try to do whatever we can. We're manipulating the system to make it work in our favor.
Because they've manipulated it out of our favor.
Correct. I sent you an invite again. Why didn't it work?
We appreciate everything you guys do, and
Yep.
and I'm very happy to do the contest giveaways because I'm thankful when someone actually gets back to us who won, so that we can keep doing those contests because that helps our channel a lot to do the contests. So thank you Blake and everyone for entering the contest. It really does help our channel a lot, and we're very thankful for you guys doing that. So, are you okay or?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So, oh, I got, well,
Come on, guys, you're almost at 100. Let's go. I'm gonna select the next team when we hit over 100 likes. Okay. So, yep, you were saying?
oh, I got you a t-shirt for your birthday. It's anime related, so I think you'll like it.
Thank you.
I think you'll like it. It's an anime you like to watch. So.
You're a Spy Family fan? That's cool. I like Spy Family too. I'm excited for season 3. Season 3 will be sometime in October, I think. So I'm really curious to see what that's going to be about. Lord Draken? Sure. So we've got Amber, Dozenar, Spidey, Lord Draken. Alright, let's go.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we go to Target and you see that lady that I ended up taking the card and putting into my thing, she'll be like, it's you again.
I mean, they changed their policy. There's no way you could know. And you said you got me a donut from yesterday?
Yeah, I got you a donut.
I think I need to go munch on that donut real quick. And then we're going to go. Guys, keep pushing the likes. And if you could keep watching the short. I really want to see the short get like 500 to 600 views like during this stream time. And then the next short won't be posted until later this evening. But we're already starting to drop views a little bit. So, like I said, it only works for about 2 hours. so when the short doesn't get any new views, it doesn't really help the hourly. And this stream isn't really doing much. It's at like 600 views after an hour and 26 minutes, so it has like 2 hours for it to grow. So you're right around. What should be happening is the views should continue to go up, and then the emergency short just kind of basically like kidney punched YouTube for like an hour, and already it's starting to fizzle because it's not getting enough traction. Like I said, it has about 2 hours, and when YouTube sees it not moving anymore, they're like, okay, we're not going to count this video anymore. So,
alright, honey. You have fun getting your donut.
I'm going to get my donut and munch with it.
It's not healthy, though. It's very sugary.
Doesn't matter. I need the boost. And then I'll have proper cereal.
Use the boost to get through. Oh. Well, I hope you guys and gals are doing alright. Thank you. You know, I'm thankful for the people that are here and helping try to keep the channel going, and I'm very thankful for you guys and gals. Thank you. Oh, did you find the donut or no, Luke? Unfortunately, they didn't have any Boston cream. It's just basic chocolate. That's all they had. I don't have much to say. I don't know what to say. I guess I could answer some people in the chat, but I'm just like, sorry, guys. Yeah, I've been up since 5 in the morning and just doing stuff. I've been trying to like share different of our modern videos on our older streams since this morning, and nothing seems to be helping, so I just don't I don't know. She didn't go there. It was more in the
Oh, I wasn't looking for what she did.
Yeah. Well, apparently, like, well, I will tell you something weird. Well, I also had to go, not only did I have to do that, so I had to do several errands today. None of them were exciting. But one of them, I have to go to this specialty pet store, and I haven't gone to it for a while because it's like a half an hour away from me, which means a half an hour there, a half an hour back. I lose a half an hour from work when I go there, so at least. Because so it's frustrating. So basically I had to drive there. And then, I don't know why, but the girl at the checkout was, you know, putting my specialty cat food in the thing. And I have to get specialty cat food because basically my cat will end up having a lot of hairballs if I don't give her, I have been giving her basic food for a while, but she's just been getting sicker. So I had to get her specialty food, which is, I'm basically an hour drive. So I was getting that, and the girl checking me out or whatever, or checking my order out, was putting in the bag, and then like randomly somebody came with DoorDash and gave her this huge McDonald's bag at her checkout counter.
They can do that?
Apparently you can work retail and order McDonald's to your own job. I feel like I would get fired if I did that. Like literally, if I worked at Walmart or anywhere and
I've never heard of that.
And I ordered McDonald's to my checkout desk, I'm pretty sure they would fire me. Like, I have never heard of that.
When I worked retail, we had to eat. In the break room.
And also, it was weird because when she got the huge McDonald's bag, she looked at me and she goes, "It's cold outside." And then I was like, okay. And I'm thinking, like, what I was really thinking was something kind of like judgmental, but I guess I'll say it out loud because I'm a YouTuber. Everyone already knows I'm a jerk. I'm a YouTuber, so everyone's already aware that I'm mean. But I was thinking, like, I guess I'm kind of a jerk because money's so tight with me, but I was thinking, like, you work as a cashier, no offense, I have worked as a cashier before, but it's like, you work as a cashier at a pet store, probably part-time. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Maybe you work full-time, I don't know. And you have enough money to DoorDash McDonald's? Do you know how much that costs? It costs a lot of money. It's like 30, instead of just paying $12 for your order, it's like $35 because you have to pay the tip, you have to pay the fee, you have to, it's more money, you have to pay extra stuff for your DoorDasher, everything. It's like you're gonna pay $35 to get yourself McDonald's delivered to your checkout counter when you could just literally take a 5-minute break, get in your car. There was like several places around her, like in the area. There was Starbucks right there. There was like tons of different places right there. She could have just went and gotten a coffee. Like, I was just thinking, like, what? Like, you have to be really, like, you feel like, you must have to, like, feel like you're going to die without McDonald's. Also, like, why a McDonald's of all things? Like, there was literally, like, nice health food sandwich places near her. Like, why, you're gonna order, no offense if anyone likes McDonald's, but you're gonna order, you're gonna order garbage and put it in your body and pay $35 for it when you could just, if you're gonna pay an overpriced amount for food, you should just go to one of those health food places and pay them $12 for a health food bowl or something in a soda.
I mean, I could go for McDonald's.
Luke, it is like garbage. Why? You're doing exactly what this checkout person did. You're saying you wouldn't want a health food bowl?
Nope, takes too long.
And an agave drink or something for $12 instead of for $35 for some McDonald's? It's so much money for DoorDash.
Well, I wouldn't want to do the DoorDash. I'm saying I would go.
I know, but you have to pay so much money extra to have it delivered to your job. I swear, if I ever had food delivered to my job, I would get fired. Like, they would fire me on the spot. Every job I've ever worked at, like, if you did anything sort of shady that kind of interrupted your job, they would be like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, why are you, like, even when I worked insurance, I had to wait until my break officially started. I couldn't have stuff delivered to my desk, even when I worked insurance. Like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. Like, I cannot believe that someone could have stuff delivered to their checkout area. I can't believe it. Like, you'd have to be the King of England for that. I cannot believe that. Like, if you were the CEO of the entire store, but, like, you're just working checkout and you have it delivered, that just seems weird. Well, anyway.
Okay, time for Team 3. Alright, Team 3, ready to go? Well, when I worked retail, they had a problem if I had a drink or a Gatorade or a ginger ale at the counter for checking people out.
Yeah.
They would prefer that, unless you were diabetic or something, that you weren't, like,
yes,
doing a bunch of stuff.
When I used to work at Super Walmart in Massachusetts, they told us we could have water, but nothing else. And we had to keep our water under our register to the point where and we could not take it out unless there were if there were no customers, then we were allowed to take it out, take a sip, and put it right back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were told. We were not allowed to have any food anywhere around. Also, another reason why we weren't allowed to have food around our register was because they couldn't keep track of if we stole it or not. Like, they didn't know. We could have taken a candy bar from something and we're just eating it. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand that people are busy. Like, maybe she's working a 12-hour shift or something. Like, I get that. Like, and I'm the same. Like, I've ordered DoorDash before when I'm, in a rush. Like, I probably should have gone out today and gotten coffee and stuff instead of going and getting cat food for the house. But I needed the stuff I needed for the house. I didn't know the views were going to plummet after an hour. But I can't. I would never, the person I am now, maybe she's not gonna get fired, but at all the jobs I've worked at, I would get fired. 1000% I would. Maybe
you can't have that stuff.
Maybe in Massachusetts is tougher, but maybe Pennsylvania is easygoing. But where I worked in Massachusetts, you would get fired if you did that. They would be like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
It would be one thing if, like, okay, if the DoorDasher came and gave her the food at her register and her break was coming up, and she took that to the break room with her, that'd be one thing. But if she's eating it there at the register, where she's going to be touching people's merchandise and getting grease all over the register and stuff, you can't do that. Well, I mean, you couldn't do that.
When I worked insurance, because I was the I worked for insurance for those really rich people. They had food delivered. The insurance agents, who were the family that did that business, I wasn't allowed to have food delivered because I was the employee.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were the help, if you were hired, you couldn't have food delivered. If you were one of the owners, which is 4 owners basically, I had 4 bosses. Yeah, they could all have food delivered. I could not.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you own your business, you can do whatever you want.
Yep, so it was very distinct. They were the owners, I was the employee.
I worked at
rules.
I worked at a pawn shop that did musical instruments, and it had a bunch of other stuff. And the guy ordered like a greasy pizza. The guy who worked there, and he ate the pizza at the desk, like where he's ringing people up. And you can see it like right there, and it's like I went. You know, I asked him, "Can I have a slice?" And he was like, he says, "You have to eat on your own time." And he says, "Break room's back there, and your break's not for another 3 hours."
Oh wow! Where was that? Oh, was that Sears or somewhere else?
That was a pawn shop in Illinois.
Oh, yeah, they do. Everywhere I work, they have a huge distinction between management or owners and employees. Like, if you're not a management or owner, then you don't get any special treatment at all.
I quit after 3 weeks because, I mean, the guy's place reeked of cigarette smoke, and I thought he was a nice guy because he was the one who I sold all my games to, and he gave me somewhat of a reasonable price. He was the pawn shop guy, and I needed extra income. I forget what I was trying to do. I don't remember because it's all blur after the accident, but I was there to earn extra money because like I was having problems with the golf course or something, and it was local, and they said they were going to pay more, and he did pay more, but he had me do like all kinds of stupid stuff.
Yeah, it's like a lot of those jobs, they treat you like absolute garbage.
Yeah, so I mean, it was like
have you run around.
It was a.
Oh, can you go sharpen this pencil for me? It's like I guess so.
I don't know about sharpening pencils.
For me, I had to get the pens for the. I had to get the pens for the people at the insurance agency, and they told me where I needed to place the pens, and then I had to place it like just so in alignment. Yeah, it was like working for the Collector from Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh no. I'm sorry I had to stock shelves. I have never had to stock shelves because I don't have the arm strength for that. I could not.
My computer's frozen. I'm trying to get people to watch this.
Did I tell you that story about the older lady that worked at the grocery store that I came across, and she was talking about how...
Are these people rotten campers?
About how her arms were hurting from picking so many things up. Well, anyway, she was like talking about this, and then she went over to my cart and scanned something so she didn't have to pick it up. And then she was saying, it's so hard. She's like, it's hard on my arms and it hurts my back. And then like this older gentleman came by, and he goes, he's like, atrophy is the worst thing for you. He's like, it's good to pick things up once in a while. And I really didn't want to argue with him, but I think that the guy did not understand. I really wanted to stand up for her and say something because I think the guy didn't understand. When you work as a cashier, you don't pick one 12-pack up of water that's like 10 pounds. You're picking it up constantly, over and over. You have like possibly 100 people come through your line with a 12-pack of water. By the end of the day, your arms are literally every time. The first time I worked as a cashier, I had to put ice packs on my arms, and I was crying for hours. And I used to play soccer. I used to run 3 miles for soccer, and I didn't even hurt that bad. As a cashier, my arms were so hurting. So I completely understood what this lady was saying. Where it's like she's picking it up over and over again. Like you're getting a workout like you're like the Hulk or whatever. The Rock. With arms of steel.
Wow, we lost badly.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I need you to click the short. The short is running out of steam.
Oh, yeah, the same problem, Venbat? Yeah.
Okay. The short has been up for an hour and 20 minutes, and you guys are at 460. I really need to see this get like over 500 after the 2-hour mark, because the hourly views are starting to dip. Like, we're gonna clear the hour at 1300, but that's gonna put us in a bad position for the 5 o'clock. So either I need you guys to watch the shorts playlist, or just like put as many views as possible into the short itself. What the heck is this thing draining my... What is this? Close this.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to restart my computer because that right there is freezing up the computer.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, I said you have a unique opportunity to get as many views on that short as possible within the 2-hour mark, and it's almost up. So this is crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. It's an hour and 11 minutes since the emergency short was posted. It's only at 463. We gotta get at least another, like, 100 or at least 200 views on that before the end of the hour. We can do it. We just need you guys to click the link.
Thank you, everyone, for the help. Yeah, sorry, I really need to... I need to tidy up everything.
Well, we couldn't do 4 to 5 hour streams, Blake. That would be too much. We have to have breaks in between, and also doing a 4 or 7 hour stream would kill the channel because, as I've said, I'm still speaking. As I said, the stream itself only works for about 2.5 hours collectively for your real-time views. In your hourly, where it says how many channel views you have an hour, it'll only work for that time frame.
It would actually make our views go down by half. We would actually have half as many views if we did 4 or 5 hour streams. Because even now, you saw in the last video, last night with the Street Fighter stream, after the first hour, the views started to plummet.
Yep.
That's because they only count for 2 hours. They only count 1 view per person that's watching the stream. So for 2 hours, we only say there's 60 people watching. We're only getting 60 views.
Yep.
For 2 hours, we don't get another 60 views the next hour. They don't count that again. So every hour you're streaming and you continue to stream, you're losing views on your channel.
The only way it would work for us, like, past the 2 hour mark, is if, like, the live stream was getting... like 2,000 or 3,000 views.
It was collectively increasing in people that were watching. If there was 60, then 120, then 180, and then 240, and it kept going up. How it's supposed to do if we weren't shadow banned, then we would be doing great. But is it? Do you guys ever see it going up like that? Never.
Nope.
So we're shadow banned, so that wouldn't work. Every idea, I know that you guys have great ideas, but just, Luke and I we've been struggling with being shadow banned since 2020.
It's been 5 years now.
It has been horrific, and we have done everything we can. In fact, most people can't even understand how we're still here. The other person that was hacked at the same time we were,
they're gone.
They are gone. They quit. And they had, like, more subscribers than us.
Yep.
They actually had a better channel than us, and they quit.
Whoa, I wouldn't say a better channel.
They didn't have a better channel, but they had a more successful channel than we did, and they quit.
Okay, I'd say successful, yeah.
So, we shouldn't even be here. We're here because Luke and I, we don't quit. That's why we're here. We just don't quit.
We're stubborn.
We don't quit. Like, we just want it, as they say. Like, when you win something in a sports match, like when I used to play soccer all the time, there would be one team and they looked like they weren't as good, but they fought really, really hard. And my soccer coach used to always say they wanted it more. I guess they just wanted it more. Even though our team was better, our team was more well-trained, our team had better players on it, our team was more well-rested, our team was ready to go, had better technique, they still won. Why did they still win? Because they wanted it more.
Okay.
That's what my coach used to always say.
1 sec. Lord Draken, you're done? Okay, we'll try again next time. Like, provided, you know, the stream gets 1,000 views, we'll do another showcase, probably this weekend. Thanks for playing. So Lord Draken says he's out. That means we could go with Jotaro. Gamewing is in. Charles Demers, is that Nightwing? The long one is Charles...
Nightwing, yeah, Nightwing is
right.
Charles Demers.
Let's do... Spidey's out, it looks like, or is Spidey in? Spidey's in a match. Is Spidey in a match? We got Jacob. We had Jacob.
They keep moving.
Spidey is offline
Nightwing
now.
839. That's Charles Demers.
All right, so we'll do Jacob.
Okay.
There we go. Charles Demers is right there. He's Mr. Fantastic.
Oh.
All right, so we got a full team. All right. This is team number...
But that's true, though. You can have a team that is not as well trained, not as good, not as well rested, and just not even as seasoned, not even have been around as much as the other team. But if you want it more, you can win. You can win with a worse team. And that's what Luke and I are doing. We're winning against all odds because we will not quit.
No worries, Gamewing. Hey, Charles. So, yeah, pretty much, Blake, the first 2 years of the shadow banning, our live streams were still averaging about, like, 3,000 views a stream, and the live streams only lasted for about an hour and 20 minutes. So we did, like, 6 live streams a day. And then, like, after, I think it was, like, 2023, then our live streams ended up being 2 hours because it took that long to get 1,000 views. And now, it's, like, 75 or 80% that a live stream we do will get 1,000 views close to 3 hours. So, I mean, it's insane. And that's with 150 people watching or 60 people watching. Like, YouTube regulates us to, okay, you have to stream for this amount of time now. And they never make it consistent, because some days we're like, okay, so we need to stream for 3 hours to get 1,000 views. That's doable. It's like, no, that's not going to happen, because Dynasty Warriors streams are like 3 hours. They don't get 1,000 views. But then Arkham, which is only like an hour and 50 minutes, will get 1,000 views. It's never consistent.
Oh, thank you, KO.
It's crazy.
And, you know, part of the reason there's many reasons I don't want to quit. Number one, it's like, I can see the potential in the channel. If you can see some of those videos are slowly getting back and being viewed. That one anime video, Spy X Family video, is literally having people view it a couple hundred times a day now. And that's what all of our videos used to look like.
You have to thank the Spy Family fans, because they did that.
I am thankful. But I'm saying, if we had all of our videos on our channel viewed a couple hundred times a day, we wouldn't need to try to get certain videos to 1,000 or whatever. It would just be collectively getting thousands of views a day, which is what it's supposed to do in a normal channel. Normal channel is supposed to make video views overnight. Our views, we do not make... And thanks for the kind words, KO. Says, you guys are doing good, not quitting. Thank you. And, we don't get views overnight. When we fall asleep, our channel dies.
Oh, yeah.
Most YouTube channels, they get views overnight. In fact, that's when...
They make money while they sleep.
In fact, they make even more money because most people are up late at night at 3 in the morning watching YouTube. That does not happen for us. Nobody is watching this channel online because we're not pushing it overnight because we have to sleep.
Yeah, we can't.
So, you know, if we could hire somebody who was crazy enough to work for us, I would hire someone to live in my house and push YouTube videos all night while I'm sleeping. That would be their job.
The only problem, though, is, like, we're, like, right below the threshold of YouTube's terms of service, how many videos you can release a day.
Well, I'd have people push stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, be like, hey, watch this, blah, blah, blah.
I auto-schedule things.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I auto-schedule stuff from...
I mean,
like,
I might start doing that. and doing like flashback or remember this video.
I say stuff like, hey, in case you missed it, here was the stream today.
Yeah.
I have things like auto post on the community tab. I do as much as possible. I've tried to stream past 2 in the morning. I become like a vegetable state. Like, I've literally fallen asleep on the streams
But I
after
know,
2 in the morning.
I know from doing sports that even if you have a worse team, you know, and I think our team is great, but I think our team maybe doesn't have as many, you know, like our team isn't sponsored by Nike or something or G Fuel, but our team is fantastic. My husband and myself, and you know, and we have awesome people that help us out like Vic and stuff like this.
Yep.
So our team is great.
We just don't have the resources.
But yeah, we don't have maybe as the resources, but I know from doing sports that if you have a team that's, you know, not as formidable, you can still win. You just have to fight tooth and nail for it. You know, you have to do everything you can. You have to never give up and just prove them wrong, because in reality, if you are a team that maybe, quote, is not as good, or you are a team that is not as, you know, as, what do you call it? It's like a word for it. Doesn't have as much experience, doesn't have as much funding, etc. Even if you are that kind of team, like, you know, you can, when you do fight tooth and nail and you never give up when everyone else does, you will slowly become that team with more experience and more skill, because you will have pushed yourself to like be beyond what you were before. So, you know, with every moment that you don't give up, you become better. You know, same as playing this game, like, you know, or any other online game. Like, just not giving up is literally the key to almost anything in life.
Yep. So anyway, guys, keep watching the shorts. These guys are not letting us get through. What? Why am I frozen? She can freeze me? Wow, they have amazing teamwork, this team.
My hunt continues.
No. So anyway, guys, keep watching the short. We're coming close to the 2-hour mark for the short that was posted. So if you haven't already, click that link. If you have, click the link. Click it again. And there's been a change in schedule. My will now be the 6 o'clock stream.
Wow, I cannot believe that Chad wrote Lucky Turtle on that when he's married.
Ah!
I don't know. Hopefully Chad's wife doesn't see
Chad's
that.
wifey. Well, I mean, she's not online all the time. I don't know what Chad's wife is.
I'm sure she's not as jealous as I am.
Oh my gosh, we got destroyed. Blasted tryhards.
I mean, that's what I honestly believe, though. You have people that have more experience and more skill, and they don't try as hard. Eventually, you surpass them in your skill and experience, because you keep going and they quit. And now you're the ones with experience and skill, because why? Because you didn't give up when everyone else did. That's the only thing you can do, is just keep going. That's why I really believe, like, coming out of this whole thing that we're going through with our channel, I really think our channel is going to actually be better eventually. Like, I'm becoming a little bit better at certain things, so myself.
You do a lot to help the channel every day.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
I would be making shorts and stuff. Like, I was going to make that Spider-Man Age of Time short, but then it makes the computer, like, I wasn't able to use that computer because I was using it for other things, so it's hard because we need another computer.
I'm working on it.
But we can't, you know, we gotta save money too, so. I may or may not have gotten you, I basically got you a few things, a few t-shirts. So I'm all set, dude. I'm ready to go for your birthday.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture
All I
now.
need is that cake. for your birthday?
Well, the cake's for Valentine's Day.
I don't want a cake for Valentine's Day.
I do. I said you
so
asked me. You asked me the one thing.
$20 for a cake.
Right.
My gosh. Fine, then I'll cook it myself. I'm gonna bake it myself to save money.
Okay.
I want to spend $20 on a cake. What? It's $20. What? What is it?
Nothing.
You want to buy?
I'm back.
You asked me the one thing I wanted for Valentine's Day. I said a chocolate
But
cake.
I don't want to get you what you want. Why do you get something for Valentine's Day? I thought it was for girls.
You told me that
What?
You told me that you didn't want it. Like,
What? I didn't want what?
never mind.
I don't know what you want. I want to spend money on a pointless holiday? Why would I tell you that? I never remember saying that.
Just what the doctor.
My hunt continues.
Well, we'll discuss it later. You can get the cake. I don't want to physically buy it.
Team's capture progress has passed.
I don't know why we need it. We'll see if we earn $20 extra on it. What do you keep looking at? What do you keep looking over for?
Making sure people are clicking the short.
How can you tell?
I can tell.
Double KO.
Right now my computer's frozen, so I can't click anything.
Well, if you want me, I can sit there and share it, and I'll just exit. Seems to be what you need me to do, since you're stressed out about it.
Well, it's not. There's tryhards. I can't do anything.
Okay.
All right, guys. Good job on getting 500 on the short after 2 hours. Let's keep going.
I have reawakened.
Control seized.
You should all be very proud.
I draw.
Ah! No worries, Venbat. And we ran into a tryhard team. Oh well.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Come here, Linky. You gonna behave now? Come here. Alright, so
Maybe I
this
can
was
find you a cheaper cake than that.
Alright guys, so Amber's not going to play anymore. If somebody wants to do another thing, we are at the 2 hour mark for the stream, so that means the short is only got about... you only have 30 minutes left on the short to get as many views as possible. You're at 526 on the short. Alright, so we're going to do a new team. So I need you guys to click the link if you haven't already, or the stream will have to end, so that the My Stream can start immediately. So you guys have like 30 minutes. Let's see some hustle. Alright, so we got, that is KO. That is Jotaro. Dozen R. Let's see. That is, yeah, that's KO. That's Dozen R. That's Jotaro. And then one more would be... Okay, Dozen R is already there. Who's this person? Jacob Orion? Alright. Okay, this is team number 5. Thanks for all the advice about the game, but this is just a community stream with our viewers. We're not actually... What the heck?
What?
The views are the views and the likes are all gone. Alright guys, you need to double check and make sure that your like is still counted for the stream. You were at over 150 15 a while ago. You dropped down past 80. So take time to refresh the stream and make sure your like is still counted.
They're really doing something sus.
This day sucks. Come on, guys. We got to redouble our efforts. YouTube's really trying to push us down in the dirt today.
I guess I should have streamed.
Amber, you weren't feeling well. Don't worry about it.
No, it wasn't not feeling well. I thought you wanted...
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
My order is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Yeah, I know. I saw YouTube's removing the likes. Refresh the stream. Make sure your like is still counted. I'm aware. I saw it. I saw it happen in real time. They're doing everything they can to kill this stream. I see it.
I'm just a sword for hire. This is all so much
30
bigger than
seconds
me.
before you attack.
They're probably mad that we used the short to try to keep the views stable. That's the only thing I can think about.
Why would they be mad about that?
Because they don't want us on the platform.
That hasn't changed.
Because we're Christian.
Closer than ever. Whether we like
We're Christians in the gaming space. They don't want us here.
Anyone else kitchen now? I get it.
Why do you think they've been making our life hell for like 5 years?
actually a bit more complicated than that.
People at YouTube, people at Google.
Starts in 5, 4,
They're the only ones who can mess with the CMS like this.
1.
It just seems illegal for them to just remove views.
I don't think it's illegal.
One
How is it not
pierces
illegal?
minds.
They're just trying to push us off.
Hearts.
But this is all stuff like having likes removed, having views removed. That's all done through a CMS. Like you can't do that through a botting program or like any type of like, you know, hacking thing. That's all done through YouTube corporate.
No, First Corvus, there's no bot. The people who are here are not bots. What do you mean swatting bots? There literally are people watching the stream right now. You don't understand. I don't think you understand. We should have had 1 million subscribers like 8 years ago.
Yep.
With the amount of, we have 15,000 videos. They've been doing this to us for 15 years. I don't think that you understand what we're saying. They have been persecuting us for 15 years. We have videos that have over 10 million views. And the video with over 10 million views, there's literally comments on it 5 years ago that said it was at 15 million. They took away over 5 million of those views. They stole them.
So anyway, guys, make sure that you refresh your page. Make sure your likes are still being counted because they definitely remove stuff.
It has nothing to do with bots. It has to do with their taking away our actual views. We don't bot, and we never have. We're probably one of the only channels on YouTube that has never botted.
We don't bot because you don't make money botting.
They don't like us because we do not bot, and because all of our views are real. That's what they're mad about.
This will do nicely.
More eager idiots.
Just relax.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Farewell.
It says online, like, there's a whole video about how many videos you have to make to have 1 million subscribers. Like, the amount is something like 30,000 videos.
Not 30,000
No, not
videos.
30,000. It's like 3,000 videos.
Supposedly.
Once you get to 3,000 videos, you should be at 1 million subscribers. We have 15,000 videos just on this channel, not to mention the other channels that we have.
Other channel has 3,000 videos, I think.
And some of those videos are over 5 million, 10 million, 2 million views. And we've actually have people with 2 million subscribers that have taken us aside and asked us how we got so many views on some of our videos. Because they don't... People with 2 million subscribers don't even have videos with 10 million views on them.
No, their average for their 2 million subscribers, their peak video was like around 500,000 views. Something like that. And they would average about 20,000 to 50,000 views a video. Even in their peak.
You're pretty... You know what? You can have your own opinion, but... I don't think that you understand the situation.
I don't even know who that person is.
I don't know you, so I don't have any reason to discuss it with you. Like, I don't know you personally. I'd have to have your business card and know who you are and know everything about your whole history with YouTube and your knowledge about the business. So I don't know you, so I'm not going to continue to discuss this with you. But I have a lot of knowledge about the business, so I actually have information. I don't know a random person in the chat.
Whoops.
We're literally responding to what people have actually told us is the reason for why they're targeting our channel. We're actually just reiterating what people have told us is the reason they don't like us and the reason they want us off the air. And these people are hackers, and these people probably work at YouTube as well. So, unless you know these people personally and they've talked to you, I don't think you have very much information about it.
Alright, let's let it go. Alright guys, you got 15 minutes to get the short up. I really want to see that short hit 600 to keep the views stable so we can get my started. Because this stream's on its way out. This stream has done everything it can. It's on its last legs. So let's try to at least give Maya a good head start.
Yeah, after years and years of people harassing me with all kinds of messages and talking to me about my faith and saying that they're trying to take me off the air, thank you for the one comment who's randomly telling me that that's all wrong. Okay, that makes sense.
Wakanda is depending on us.
Okay. Oh, we might actually win a match for once. Maybe.
Armed
Never mind.
and dangerous.
And just like that. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Every little bit helps.
My hunt continues.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Okay, guys. 15 minutes left on the short. One last big push, okay? Then after that, the short is DOA.
May the dragon and the panther guide us.
But the short will have done its job.
Thank you, Jacob, for the revenue. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. At least the stream made revenue. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because remember, guys, streamers do not get paid unless they hit 1,000 views on YouTube. So this stream is still below the margin. We were at 1,000 views, but YouTube took 200 views away, so...
Yeah, just like they've been taking away from every stream for the last week.
Yeah, last 2 weeks they've been doing this. It's super annoying. And so sus. Because I could have stopped the stream like a little while ago because we'd already gone over 1,000 views, but nope. Gotta keep going until I get that 1,000 views back so I get paid.
I have reawakened.
Yes, other people are struggling on YouTube, but not as much as us.
Nope.
Not as much as us. We are struggling the most out of any channel on the entire platform. And I can say that with 1,000% assurity.
Yep, because every YouTuber that talks to us, they're still getting paid from their legacy views. It's their new videos that aren't making money. All our legacy videos are shut off.
No one is struggling in the way that we are.
Nope.
We literally work day and night.
Our legacy videos have been dead for 5 years, and all our rivals and friends videos, their legacy videos are still collectively earning revenue every day.
And not only that, but even when our views start to go up on YouTube, that's when we randomly get hacked, which is weird. because the only people who can see when our views are going up is YouTube themselves. So that means it has to be somebody at YouTube hacking us.
You mean DDoSing?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get 100 more views.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
The dragon unleashed!
Out of sight.
Oh, I saw a flying guy a second ago.
Or is that Emperor now?
Magic's coming up behind us.
I mean, we could tell you in their own words. They send cryptic messages to us about why they're doing it. We could tell you, but it's creepy.
I mean, there
It
is.
also gives them a voice. They've said out loud to us in text messages, "We allowed you to exist until now. Now you're no longer allowed to exist." That's their message to us, and then they start hacking us. That's their message to us. And the reason why they say they don't like us is because of our face.
Yep.
They said we are not allowed to exist because of our face. So that's interesting that, you know, somebody said the opposite, because we're getting messages from the hackers, from the people taking our views, that that's the reason.
I thought Oni.
Alright guys, let's finish strong.
30 seconds. Stay strong.
And then next up is going to be Mai.
Your powers of stealth would make you an excellent assassin.
I've been told that before. But that kind of violence isn't really
Yep,
my
everybody
style.
push for the Mai stream. That's the next one. That's the next one, yep.
You would have little choice.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I have never slayed a planet before. This should be fun.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Alright, so this doesn't happen tomorrow. I will have a noon video go up on something. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just going to have to push myself to make sure that a noon video goes up so things stay stable. Because things started to plummet after noon today. Hopefully there's like some Nintendo news, or there's something that I can just like put as filler for the noon time slot tomorrow. Because this was pretty bad. Things are mostly stable enough for the My stream, but I still have a feeling we're gonna have to push stuff during the My stream. I think.
Did you see that?
I'm back. Mind, body, and soul.
Let her cook, it's true, I know. But I mean, there's the time and a place to go into it, and like, she already did explain it, but Amber's going through a lot because she does work hard to keep the channel stable, and everything fell apart today.
My light cannot be snuffed.
Thank you, John. Yeah, today's been rough. Hopefully Mai can salvage things. And hopefully the Monster Hunter thing does really well. I mean, that's all you can hope as a Shadowban channel, is that something's gonna hit. And hopefully it'll be Monster Hunter.
Those players look way too familiar.
Leave them to Kariudo.
I am ready to put on a show. It's spider time!
Yeah, Amber doesn't know, like, new slang. She doesn't know what cooked means. I had to learn what that is recently. Because, cooked meant something in the 2000s. 2000s, cooked meant you were toast. So, cooked now means let the person think, or the person's making a good point. Let her continue, that kind of stuff. The slang changes too much for content creators to keep up with. So, it meant the opposite of what it does now. Because we did have cooked in the 90s and the 2000s, but it meant the opposite of what it does now. Which is, it's weird that a lot of our terms are being taken and repurposed for the opposite meaning. It's weird.
I'm back. Mind, body, and soul.
Oh, you didn't even know what cooked meant? It's a term that's been around since 2023, I believe. Let them cook, or, yeah. It means Amber's making a good point, and she should be allowed to continue. Or she's making an excellent point. It's slang.
It's now or never. Stop them.
It's always weird when a guy in his 40s, though, is speaking like Gen Z. But a lot of YouTubers do it. They say stuff like banger now and cooked, and the guys older than me that are doing it. It's just, I don't know. I like my 90s and 2000s slang because, you know, that's where I was from. That's when I was a teenager and in my 20s.
This is real firepower!
What a difference.
Darn it! Will I cut out when the stream is hacked? Always. I cut out lots of stuff from streams to try to salvage them as best I can. Yeah, this stream will have to be heavily edited. Mm-hmm. Yep. But you have to remember, I won't be able to do that for several hours, though. Like, I can't edit out a stream until after it's been around for 3 hours. Well, we tried, guys. How's Mai doing?
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Alright, so we had to push really hard since 3 o'clock, but you guys did great. The channel did take some massive hits between noon and 2, though, but it can't be helped. So we're going to have to push extra harder for the remainder of the evening. You guys will be redirected to the My stream, which will be starting immediately. Immediately. Probably run the music because I haven't eaten yet. But, yeah. I don't know who that person is, but they helped out a lot. Alright, let's check out my highlight. I don't think we won. I think, yeah, we lost. The second valuable player. Yep. And thank you, Mason. Thank everybody for helping out. My stream will be starting up immediately after the stream ends. I don't know who this person is. Oh, that's not art. We try, Jason. There's a lot of stress today because our channel dropped below a certain amount that's required for us to earn an income, so we're both very stressed.
This is gonna hurt. My trap worked!
Amber and I weren't arguing, we were having a discussion and we had a difference of opinion. Alright, so anyway, people, that's it, that's all. Your next stream on Marvel Rivals will happen sometime this week. And it will be on the other Sue Storm. Evil Sue. Where's Evil Sue? Cosmetics. So, Malice showcase will happen. It will be probably sometime this weekend. Probably Saturday. We do have... Well, I don't know how many days the beta is going to be for Monster Hunter. And I don't even know how well the beta is going to go. But Amber mentioned how she wants to play that, so I'm going to try to download that on her Xbox while the music runs for as well as I get some dinner in me, okay? So this stream did get 1,000 views. That is the rule in order for another, stream of this franchise to continue. So that has been met. Head on over to the My stream, guys, and that is going to be starting up in 30 seconds. So you will be redirected. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you guys for watching the YouTube short. And we will be pushing the YouTube short on the next stream. So just in the meantime, if you guys want to watch the YouTube shorts playlist, that will help tremendously. So I don't have to remind you guys later, okay? All right, guys. See you on the next stream, which will be happening immediately.